Oh, look at this. Like, what? That's cool. Okay. I can't really, like, see it. The lighting's a little weird, but, like, whoa. All right. All right. Okay, there we go. The lighting's better. The lighting's better. Pretty. Pretty. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much to the person that sent this to me. Seriously, so nice. So nice. And then there's this side. Yep, this is the same old glitter. I've missed you guys. Okay, so that was that. And then I also got a lip oil. I got a lip oil. What are the flowers for? For my energetic protection. For my energetic protection. They work. I feel so much better when I have them. So you can imagine you guys have been getting quite a bit of, stuff flung my way. Lots of projections. Okay. Okay, look at how pretty that color is. The person that gifted these to me picked out the colors and it's so natural. So pretty. Look at that. Now I just got to do a weird millennial thing to make sure I don't get lip oil on my teeth. So I did find a therapist. I did. I just don't know if she's the right one, you guys. I don't know. It's got to be a heck yes, It's got to be a heck yes. You guys, I'm taking some time off. I've been taking some time off of TikTok. My mental health is my most important thing. And going live every day, as much as I love hanging out with you guys, it's a lot. It's also a lot, like seeing the clips. Michelle, thanks for being here. It's a lot seeing the clips. Like, it's a lot seeing the clips. So there's one. Okay. So, a lot of people out there are just like determined to misunderstanding me. Michelle, I'm seriously so glad you and Sass are both here. Let's freaking go. And because of that, let me see what I want to say. Okay, so there's this one person in particular who has gotten millions of views from clipping my live. I thought she was going to take a break, but she didn't. And I had her blocked weeks ago because people would be like, look, this girl's stalking you. I'm like, okay. So I had her blocked weeks ago, but recently I've been going in and unblocking her so I can go in and read the comments of her clips. Talk about self-punishment. Because like these people just think I'm making everything up and that I have a personality disorder. So like, I know exactly. Why would I do that, Crazy Frog? Why would I do that, right? Like, because people say that I don't care what the other side has to say when it's really like the opposite. I'm obsessed with this, by the way. It's really like I am interested. But they're wrong. They're wrong. And so, you know what I was doing? It was self-punishment. Like, that's what it was. Because telling my story has been so healing for me and healing for others. And those are my people. Those are why I'm here. Right? Those people are why I am here. Everyone else is just they're going to choke on their projections. That's what's happening. They're choking on their projections. So, you know, I wanted to witness that, but it was so bad for my mental health. And you know what I did? I accidentally didn't re-block her after I was done reading the comments a few nights ago, and she blocked me. She blocked me, and you know what that did? That made it so I can't go and look at the comments. God was like, don't worry, Kendra, I'll take care of you. So speaking of God, everybody, I dropped a chapter from my book. It's right here, right in front. There we go, right there. I dropped a chapter from my book, and it's on channeling. Because you know what? We all need God right now. We need spirit. We need spirit. Things are going to be even. They need their coins from your name. Exactly, Michelle. Exactly. Like, they call me a grifter. They call me a grifter. Which is like, oh yeah, I have so much to gain from coming on TikTok and being abused by people that don't understand power dynamics. So much to gain, right? Like, it's crazy. So they call me a grifter, but then they go in, even though I have them blocked, they go in from alt accounts, screen record. That was one of the things that people commented. It drives me nuts when she says screen mirror. Screen record me from an alt account and then post for views, right? But honestly, Michelle, most of these people don't even have 10,000 like followers. So they're not in the creator fund. They just have too much time on their hands. But you know what? Like, I just really, I thanked God for that when I realized that I did that, because I was going down a slippery slope. You know, and the FYP will sometimes like tell me, like show me videos from a long time ago. And I'm the one who told you, yes, okay, thank you, yes. So my freaking mod. So you guys, when I first started going live, when my story was going viral, it was awful. I really love going live, but like, ooh, the projections were sky high, right? They were sky high. And so I had mods that would message me and like be like, hey, oh, and you know, there's a big creator with many millions of followers that was making a lot of content about me. Like her followers would come and be like, I want a mod for you. I love you. I respect you. I support you. And then they'd go in and just like totally sabotage me. So then, my amazing mod came in and was like, hey, let me mod for you. And she immediately came in and just started sniping everyone. I was like, this is my girl. And she did such a good job that first time. Right? She did such a good job that first time. She was like, hey, I think you should do subscriber only. I wouldn't have ever thought of that. Ever, 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 ever. You're so welcome. Right? Like, I would not have ever thought to do sub only. But, oof. And then she would message me and be like, the haters are punching the air right now because they can't afford the $3 to hate on you. And like, don't get me wrong. Thank you guys for the gifts. Don't get me wrong. Like, if people can't afford and they're supporters, love them. But if they can't afford to hate, she didn't pay me. Yeah. I mean, you just like, I pay you in recognition and gratitude. And you know what, like, people I know are really sending me bad vibes, but I just know I'm protected, right? I'm just following God, you guys. And God knows, it's like that Cardi B lyric where Cardi says, I prayed to God and he said, you are made for this. God just keeps telling me, you're made for this. Right? Cardi B is so problematic. It's the hashtag. I can't wait to listen to that song after it, but like the lyrics to that song came in my head as I was getting ready to go live. Yeah, so this is what my chapter is about right here, you guys. Anyone can talk to God. Anyone. It's called Channeling. And my book, Self-Empowerment for ADHDers. Yeah, thank you, Michelle. Exactly. So, okay, you guys, okay, hold on. How do I say this? Me telling my story of how I got out of a manipulative situation is not a shame campaign, right? It's me telling my story of hope. It's me telling my story of empowerment. I chose to take the pain that I suffered and turn it into empowerment. It is chalcedony, spelled chalcedony, Chalcedony, Chalchedony. Okay, so many people, shoot. Dang it, the link is cropped. Dang it. Oh, there we go. Can you guys see that? Okay, thank you for letting me know. So like I literally, so I left that bad situation, the 2 bad situations, the 3, many bad situations, right? Like, so I cut a bunch of people out of my life and I got invited to write this book, right? I lived my strategy and got invited. The comments are open for right now. We'll probably go to sub only in a little bit. It's mostly because I'm just not paying attention. I'm just yapping. Sorry, you guys. I'm not seeing anything that isn't pinned. So let me just go subscriber only chats. Oh, you know what? It's not letting me, so. I'm not looking. Okay. But like, yeah, so if my mods want to pin a question or a comment, I'll read it. But until then, no. So, okay. So all this to say, like, I left all of these bad situations and I felt empowered. And, but I was still spiraling. And I asked God, what do I do? And God was like, you need therapy. God did tell me that first, right? But the thing about when God tells us things, like, we're not always in control of the timing. Love you too, 8-Ball. We're not always in control of the timing, okay? So I went to go look for a therapist after writing my book, because so my book is called Self-Empowerment for ADHDers. The name of my game is about self-empowerment. You guys, these are hydrangeas and mums. Costco is having a sale on flowers, so these are Costco flowers. Usually I get flowers from Trader Joe's, but Costco also has really good flowers. From going to that woman's clips, I saw someone, people are mad that I'm protecting myself with flowers. They're like, why are we in the bushes? What? And someone went in Ask actual questions. Hate will be blocked and blessed. That's right. That's right. I'm so glad you're on. Okay, so what was I saying? Okay, so I empowered myself, right? And God, I'm bringing this back to God, right? So God was the one I was like, okay, finding a therapist is giving me too much anxiety right now. And I don't usually feel anxiety, right? That was an old part of my life. So I asked God a month later, I was like, what do I do now? And God said, go to TikTok, right? And so many people like have projected onto me, but they don't see behind the scenes. They don't see the people that I've helped. They don't see the people who, when they came out with their story, do you attend a church? If so, not what kind? So I was raised Presbyterian. I get distracted. I was raised Presbyterian. I stopped going to church recently, and but I do go to Catholic Mass sometimes. Catholicism is just witchy. My mom's side of the family is Irish Catholic, so living in Kendra's vase, exactly. So somebody from the clip page changed their username or like made a new account to living in Kendra's vase. They're freaking pressed. They're pressed. They don't like that they have they don't have full access to me. Hey Talia, I saw your question in my Q&A and I freaking loved it. Okay, so all this to say, you guys, I'm bringing it back to God, okay? So I did not expect the reaction that I got, right? So like the people that I'm helping, the people who, when they came out with their story, they were publicly shamed, but they didn't have the ability to, I don't know, it just does to me. Okay, they didn't have the ability to cover their screen. How does it stop accidents? It just does. I wish I had, like, it was just a prayer thing. I asked, like, how can I protect my energy a little more on the lives? Because I got an energy healing, which, by the way, I gotta talk to her because I'm gonna have her as a guest on one of the lives. Honest questions will be pinned. Thank you. So I got an energy healing, and she was like, you have to figure out a way to protect your energy on the live. Oh, Maria, thank you. Hola, bueno. And so I was like, okay, how do I do that? Like, maybe I can just like protect you. She was like, I've said this many times on the lives, right? Like, I've had 2 people tell me that my aura was off on the lives. Do you believe in spirits? Yeah. There are many people that are like, they don't want to go back to the spirit realm, so they're on this earth as discarnates. Yeah, I believe in spirits. Yeah. Remote energy siphoning. Yeah. Do I believe in remote? I don't really know what that looks like, but my fave energy drink is espresso. But yeah, I believe that people really are trying to like mess with my energy, trying to do what they can, right? And so I just asked God, I was like, how do I protect my energy? And God was like, just like put some flowers up. So let's bring it back to God, right? So all of this is God, okay? Like, I'm really just showing the collective something that's unhealed. The amount of hate and vitriol and the amount of intense support that I've been getting has shown that I am really, really touching something important. That it's an important conversation to have. Right? Oh, see, this is what happens. Anyway. Okay, so living in Kendra's vase. Yeah. people will think I love this lip oil so much. Oh my God, it's so nice. Okay. People will think that, like, we're bringing it back. People will think that I got derailed because of Kendra's face. That I'm here to, like, do a smear campaign on someone else, but it's the opposite, okay? I'm here to empower myself. And, like, I'm in tune enough with who I am and what makes me feel good to know that, like, sharing my story feels good. ADHDing today. I know. It's true. This is what happens when the comments are on. Yeah. It's my fluorite ring. It's my moldavite ring. Oh, she's been putting in work. See how she's kind of like bent. This is my opal ring. And this is my turquoise ring. All of my jewelry is from a local gem and mineral show. So all this to say, you guys, that, you know, God just keeps telling me that I'm protected. God keeps telling me that I can do this. So this is all about, like, oh. Hold on. People are mad. People are mad. You guys, somebody said that I was promoting a brand or a service by showing my jewelry. See, this is why, like, hold on. So I just recently joined, like, a live guild. What was the hardest part of writing your book? It was easy. Actually, I think the hardest part was, like, actually just sitting down, because I had a non-negotiable, and I teach my clients this, you guys. Like, I had a non-negotiable that I would every day do my, I know, write for 25 minutes. Hold on, let me message my. Let me message. I'm in a live guild right now. I'm so grateful that I could have help. Okay. Oh, see, like, the trauma therapist that I'm friends with is like, when people try to mess with you, like, don't think about it. Just, like, let it move through you. I'm like, oh, okay. That's good. A live guild. So when I would go live, like, all of a sudden these people just started freaking, like, messaging me like crazy, trying to get me to join their live guild. Some people even saw me, like, come on. Like, I don't know, they would just, like, blow. Oh, with the flower. Thank you, Melissa. I can feel your magical. Says, hello, I love your setup with the flowers in front of you, and then I love your sparkles on your cheeks. Thank you. So, these people were just, like, blowing up my DMs, like, being like, come and join our live. And so what I found out is, like, when I join their live, like, whoever gifts me, like, they also get a portion, like, TikTok's portion of the gifts, and they're there to support me. And like, because people are so freaking crazy, because this is the ironic thing, you guys, is that people call me a crazy stalker, and then they act crazy and stalk me. People say that I'm running a smear campaign, and then they try to run a smear campaign on me. Like, they are just so unwilling to look at their own actions. Thank you for the roses. Mommy! Oh, Ricky, what's up? Well, you're here now, honey. Everyone, yeah. What do you do in everyday life to protect your energy? Yeah, so my publisher, she's a spiritual mentor of mine. She taught me this practice that I take a bowl of water in my morning prayers. I'll do this like at least once a day, but sometimes like multiple times a day. I'll take a bowl of water and I'll sit at my prayer altar and I'll bless it. It's essentially like I make my own holy water, right? And I'll ask to cleanse, clear, and elevate the water to the highest frequency, the frequency of God, the frequency of miracles. Okay? So I'll bless the water, and then I take it and I bless all of my chakras. And I ask for God to like clear my crown chakra, clear, like, so I can channel, clear my third eye so that I can have visions. I cleanse my eyes so that I may see what's right for me. I cleanse my ears, right? So that I can hear God. I cleanse my nose so that I can smell when things are right or wrong for me. I cleanse my mouth so I may speak kind words. That's what a lot of people are missing, is kind words, right? I cleanse my throat chakra. I cleanse my heart. So like, people have been using water, many different religions have been using water to cleanse and purify energy for years, for millennia, right? And so I have my own version thanks to my publisher. And thank you, Godly Ghost Town. I was showing them off and people reported me for promoting a brand. Ay, ay, ay. Why are people blocked for asking genuine questions? Because I trust my mods. Okay, so all this to say, the chat is open to anyone right now because I like to do that sometimes. Sorry, I'm new here. I'm an ADHD coach. I wrote a book called Self-Empowerment for ADHDers, The Game of Sovereignty. And this is why I came to TikTok, to empower myself. It's made a lot of people feel a lot of ways, but it is why I came to TikTok, right? They aren't asking genuine questions. They bait and I block. That's right. Luckily, I think that my mod is either younger or cooler than me, definitely cooler than me, but she can tell when people are concerned trolling. She can tell when people are upset. Godly Ghost Town says, most questions aren't meant genuinely, sadly. That's why mean people get blocked. Exactly. I have no block chill. Yeah. Kind vibes. That's right. That's right. Oh, we've got some Argentinians in the house right now. It's nice. So this is Tarte's Man-Eater. There's a, Talia, what's up? This is Tarte's Man-Eater mascara. There's a bundle on the TikTok shop that has like the tubing mascara, the Man-Eater mascara, and like 2 different eyeliners. And oh, you guys asked what else do I do to I am a little ADHD today, so what else do I do to protect my energy? I do clearing. Like, I clear like crazy. I just ask spirit to clear my energy after doing the water blessing. Dillinger, absolutely. So everyone, let's send some good vibes to YOLO's cat, Dillinger. Thank you. I went to a baby shower on Easter Sunday, and it was like a raffle where you could win a prize. And like a diaper raffle if you brought some diapers, so I won the prize. Yeah, we're all sending you. Okay, drinks today, everybody, is herbal tea, some Tulsi tea, Island Punch Spindrift, my absolute favorite Spindrift, and the best coconut water, Costco. Peter Rabbit, that's right. My favorite kind of tea is just chai. I love chai. I really like chai, but when I go herbal, I like Tulsi tea. Megan, hi! Thank you for the gift. Hey, Erin. Okay. Thanks, Sass. Yeah. Good to know. Oh, chocolate coconut water. What? Amazing. What's one word you describe yourself with? Trusting. That's the word that God keeps giving me right now, is trusting. To trust. I haven't answered that question in a while, Sabina, so let's do it. My big six is Aquarius rising, Aries sun, Capricorn moon, Aries Venus, Aries Mercury, and Gemini's Mars. Yes, I have a stellium, an Aries stellium. Oh, what's up? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna switch to sub-only live chats. And I'm gonna smudge. Because that was intense. Oh, yellow raincoat. Hi, I don't know if you're here. Jarful says, I'm a Cap Moon too. What's up? You know. All right, let's have a sub check-in, you guys. Thank you for blocking that, Angelina. Subs, let me know how you're doing in the chat. Yeah, I'm so tired of hearing about YouTubers. Okay, let's take a moment to talk some more about my chapter, right? So my book is called Self-Empowerment for ADHDers, The Game of Sovereignty. And a big chapter in that book is about channeling and talking to God. Okay? So I do like a poll on my Instagram for that. I would be like, what chapter do you want? Because I have a lot of different chapters in my book. It's 30,000 words, which isn't that much. But it's enough. And I just immediately heard, like, you have to do the channeling chapter. Thank you, Ricky. Yeah, this Sass, you're so funny. So So yeah, I just was told, because you know what we need right now, you guys? God. We all can use some spirit in our life, right? So that is why I chose the channeling for ADHDers chapter. Because I think that things are going to get worse before they get better. And we all need to show up as, you know, our best selves. And how I learned to show up as my best self is definitely through channeling. So yeah, you can go to the link and get your free chapter. Casper, we love you. Hi. So yes, I got a few gifts. What was the best part of writing your book? Surrendering, right? So it was surrendering. Ricky, thank you for that question. So first of all, the best part of writing my book was definitely the invite to go to the British Virgin Islands to go on this writing retreat. It was one of the most incredible and profound experiences of my life. Like, it was so wonderful. And the amount of recognition that I got there, it was great. It was so beautiful. It was so, like, look at this place, you guys. Here, let me show you some of my Instagram stories. Like, no words. And just being around all of these other authors that are writing books that are making a difference, and being surrounded by water. It was so healing. Do I use any writing software like Scrivener? You guys, I wrote everything on Google Docs. Everything on Google Docs. Ricky self-published. So Ricky, yes, Ricky self-published. So, and it was just like incredible meeting up, being in this like luxurious resort on a private island and writing and praying and connecting. And it just was like such a fun experience being in community like that. And then coming home and dedicating 25 minutes every day to writing, to proving to myself that I can do that, right? It was pretty incredible. Allie, God, I love the Allie subs so much. So, hold on, let me see. First of all, okay, so there was zebras. Zebras, I got to meet zebras. It was a full moon. Look at that, that's at night. Over, like from the view from my deck. Like crystal clear water. I got to do equine therapy. Oh, someone asked me to like explain equine therapy. Allie, what's up? Yeah, it was insane. It was just so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And it was because I followed my human design strategy. And then did outdoor yoga one day in like a little yurt. Horses are just amazing. I know. Allie, I'm so happy you renewed your subscription. Welcome. Ashley says, where were these taken? So how I started my book was I went to a writing retreat with my publisher on the British Virgin Islands in a private island at a resort called Ariel Resort. It was incredible. It was incredible. They're such, yeah, truly. Like, and the woman that did the equine therapy was incredible too. Yeah. It was so cool. And just so many lessons. Like, the gym was super cool too. Here, and then I'll show you guys my, like, so this was every single, my phone is kind of smudgy, but every single room had an outdoor shower. If any, you can't really see it. Hold on, let me do this. There we go. So there was an outdoor shower in every single room, which is incredible. Right? I love oh, St. Lucia. I need to go. I just love the Caribbean. So there's the, like, I missed the outdoor shower. Oh, Sass, you're blocking like crazy. Oh. So then just asking, like, the process of writing my book is every day. Like, I would say, okay, what are we writing about today? And I would just listen for the answer. And that's where everything came from. And you guys, like, with the amount of people, it's a bad time. It's a bad time, right? It's a hard time right now. And it's gonna get harder. It's gonna get harder. Right? So, that's why I'm gifting my chapter. So we can all learn to be a little kinder. To see what our gifts are. Then oh, thanks, Casper. Thanks, Ricky. Yeah. Ricky's been posting awesome freaking memes. I purposefully muted some words for this live because there's already enough. There's already enough. What am I thinking? Discourse about it. Let's all be kind. I know. And here's the thing, you guys, is that many people don't think I'm being kind when really I am. Like, this is just about self-empowerment. This is about like loving myself out loud and healing out loud. I want to, I'm going to play a TikTok. Okay. This was a total gift.
Hi, do you realize that you're allowed to talk about what happened to you and what you went through? The difference between healing loudly and a smear campaign. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
A smear campaign is when somebody spreads false information, rumors, or exaggerated stories about you with the intent to damage your reputation.
Right. So me telling the truth of what happened is not false. It's not. A lot of people would like to believe it's false because it's scary that people in power can do bad things. But it's not false. So now people are making up lies about me. Thank you, Emma, for the gift. People are making up lies about me in order to defame me, right? Like,
it's manipulative and designed to control how others see you, usually to protect the abuser's image or power.
They're doing their best to control how others see me to protect the person in power. Right?
Healing loudly, on the other hand, is when survivors openly share their truths, experiences, and growths, sometimes publicly, as a way to reclaim their voice and set boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, particularly in emotionally and psychologically abusive relationships, the survivors went through those things without having any sort of voice. And so when it comes to healing, yes, we want to heal loudly. We want to reclaim.
Like, I cannot stress how much coming to TikTok and sharing my story has healed me. I really can't. And it's made people so mad. It's made them so mad. But I'm not here for them. I'm here for everyone that is in my community, that has nice things to say. And I'm grateful for you. Oh, I'm so annoyed. Okay, hold on. Oh, the snack detective. Haven't talked to you in a while. I just need to take a moment to douse. And then I actually got a really exciting new deck in, you guys. And, you know, I've been a little shy because, like, some tarot readers have been, like, not... Whatever. All right, let me see here. I need a clearing. Mads, hi. But I did get a new deck in the mail, and I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful. For those of you who are just coming in, I dropped a chapter from my book. And you can just claim it there. It's very exciting. Okay. All right, let's see what's the, yeah, so you guys want to know what it is. So it's a lot of unhappy people. There's a lot of unhappy people out there. And they see me healing out loud. They see me promoting myself, like promoting the idea of being empowered, right? They see me promoting an ADHDer, kind of dropping the mask, just like being myself. And they don't like that I'm happy. They don't like that I don't fit the narrative of like a perfect victim, right? And so because of that, they're doing everything that they can to put their unhappiness from them to me. Oh, that's such a, oh my God. Butterfly mermaid crown. I loved that. Right? So this is what this is about, you guys, is there's a lot of unhappy people out there. Yep. There's a lot of unhappy people. So I don't know why I can't unmute your, yeah. So because of that, but you guys, I'm happy. I'm happy. And I think that also a lot of people think that like they see me like just being myself and they're like, oh, she has to be mentally ill. She has to be like attention seeking. She has to be narcissistic. Yeah, that's right, Sass. That's right. That's right. So yeah, to everyone who is unhappy with their life watching a live right now, my wish for you is for you to take some time to do something that you love. For you to take some time to spend time with people that you love. For you to take some time to do things for people that make you feel good. Do things for yourself that make you feel good, right? Read my chapter on how to talk to God. They are so bored. Exactly. They're unhappy. They're unhappy. And they see me after the internet has tried to publicly shame me for 6 weeks and I'm still happy. It makes them even more unhappy. Because they're like, we've put so much energy into shaming this woman. I was actually hanging out with my friend and her wife. My friend got me some boxes. I'm very grateful, from the store I used to work at. And, you know, I was telling her about how, like, for the last 6 weeks, people have tried to publicly shame me. And she told me, she was like, shame is an inside job. Shame is an inside job, right? So I can only feel shame unless it's my own, right? So she used the example, my friend was like, because she has this beautiful, like, short cut with full gray hair, even though she's like early 40s. And she was like, if someone were to come up to me and say, how dare you have gray hair? You should be ashamed of yourself, right? But she can be like, well, okay, you know, I'm not ashamed of myself, right? So when people come to me and say, how dare you tell your story publicly? You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm like, oh, that's nice that you think that. Cool. Right? So they're trying their best to put their shame that they feel onto me. I actually got a really good, I got a question about that. On my Instagram stories. Let me pull it up. I love that you have no shame and you embrace yourself. Yeah. And the unhappy people do not love it. Unhappy people do not love it. Oh, I better not hum either. Yeah. All right. So, let me find it. Okay, so someone asked, Kendra, what's the biggest lesson you've learned about vulnerability in the internet? I said, I learned that most people don't know how to hold and witness others' vulnerability. And that when someone else's truth makes them feel something uncomfortable, like shame, confusion, anger, judgment, unhappiness, they will project those feelings back onto the person who shared the uncomfortable truth instead of asking themselves, Why did this hit me so hard? What is my feeling and what is theirs, right? People don't know how to differentiate between like what they feel and what others feel. Right? I've learned that most people would never share something vulnerable online. So they assume that since I did, I must be attention seeking, mentally unwell, manipulative, or all of the above. Okay? When really it was simply my way of reclaiming power. I had lost in an unfortunate dynamic of integrating my truth. Yeah, JJ, they are projecting. Exactly. And what people don't see is the countless DMs that I've gotten that say, you gave me something that I thought you gave words to something that I thought I was alone in. You said what I couldn't. I believe you. The exact same thing happened to me. Thank you for sharing your truth, right? Like, people don't see those DMs. They're just on their side of the algorithm that's shaming me. A month after going viral, 20,000 people are still coming to my lives on TikTok. Most people disassociate from their feelings, and I make them feel something. Good or bad, they still can't look away. Beth April, thank you so much. Right. So I just have to choose that, like, the unhappy people that baited me into showing my rings, that, like, trust that the right people who are meant to be at this live are here. Because God is protecting me. Right? God can protect all of us when we're not run by our unhappy feelings. God can protect all of us when we trust. Ooh. Hold on. Gotta do this little... Right. If you go live for longer than an hour, it makes you do a little puzzle. There we go. Thank you, Casper. I love them too. Hydrangeas and mums. All right. All right, let me see what else is going on with the people. Huh. Wait. You know, a lot of people are just frustrated with their lives too. Yellow raincoat, thank you. Right? Beth April, what did I do today? I slept in. I got 9 hours of sleep last night. Oh my God, it felt good. Got 9 hours of sleep. Did some work. Went to the gym. Let me make sure. Went to the gym. Went and got coffee. Came home, made a really nice lunch. Worked some more, then went live. Tickle me emo, that's cute. Exactly, sass. It's okay to be cringe, guys. Just stop caring what people think. That's right. What's your favorite meal? A steak and a sweet potato. So yeah, your dress is beautiful. Thank you, Casper. I like wearing dresses. Yeah. So let me see what else. So this is the energy that I'm trying to bring in, right? That I am bringing in. Right? I'm bringing in hope. Hope for people. That things will get better, right? That we can focus on kindness. Intelligence. Oh, I love that gift. Thank you so much. That's so pretty. Mermaid butterfly. Intelligence. I think a lot of people on TikTok can up their intelligence a little bit, can think a little deeper. Yeah. Can show like, also I think a mark of intelligence and emotional maturity is being able, like, I'm not asking for everyone to agree with how I like chose to tell my story, but what I am, I think that emotionally intelligent people are able to be like, oh, okay, I didn't agree with that, I'm gonna move on. Right? Just not going to engage. I'm going to recognize that she can be her and I can be me. And just because I disagree, that doesn't mean that I am going to interact. No, you guys, I will not. Because what I'm saying is true. Everything that I talk about, I have documented evidence for. I will not hear. Okay. All right, it's time to go back to non-sub chats. Oh, Sass, get ready. I know. Okay. All right, I turned it off. Oh, look at that. All right, let's see. Hi, thanks, Mel. Yeah. You know, this whole experience has really healed my inner child in a big way. Because she's learned that she can speak her truth. And even when a bunch of unhappy people try to shame her, thank you, Kitty, so much. Doesn't matter. Yeah, Sparkle Queen. Thank you. I didn't disappear. I've been here. Yeah, I am gonna move. But I'm hesitant to talk about moving because people made such a big difference about it. But this is it. Like, unhappy people saw me being happy about the move, so they're like, how am I gonna change this, right? Hi, Elvie, what's up? Why are you so annoyed today? Because people asked me to show off my rings, and then they reported my live. So I will no longer be like doing that. Kendra, how are you? Guys, I'm actually doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well. But I'm also, look at this. I dropped my chapter, a chapter from my book. Well, Sarah, you're here now. Thank you. I'm glad you like the flowers. I was so excited that Costco had them on sale. Nope, not mention any brands. You know, this is just a part of my process. I gotta learn the hard way. I gotta learn the hard way sometimes. So I got this new deck. Oh my gosh, Costco did the flowers for my wedding. That's amazing. Did you like put them together yourself? Or did you have them do the arranging? Okay, you guys want to know something funny? So I was looking at the insights from one of my videos, and I'll show you in a little bit. Thank you guys for liking the live. I should drop my own glitter line. I should. Lolly, hi! What was I doing? It's a very ADHD day. Oh yeah, okay. I remember now.
More answers.
So
I get asked a lot.
some of the things are funny. Kendra, itchy nose. Like, this is what people are searching for. I didn't realize that I would like stim and touch my nose so much until people started saying I'm an addict on TikTok. I was like, oh. So 5% of people that search, like they ask for my makeup, Kendra makeup. And I didn't ever like think of myself because I just, I look at these girls like Alex Earl that do their makeup on live, and I'm like, that's so much. When really I just like put on some concealer, some blush, some glitter, some mascara, and I go out the door. What's your favorite chapter of your new book? Probably the one I'm releasing about channeling. I didn't even give people a choice, like, I wonder if the clip reposters realize we're deliberately being boring for them. Is it still open comments? Yeah. I turned it off, then turned it back on. No, I'm not self-publishing. I have a publisher, but if Ricky's still in here, Conscious UX, she self-published her book. Let me go get her book. So she self-published. Shrimpy. Thank you, Addison Ray Stan. That's really nice. Mostly nonfiction books. I mostly read nonfiction books. So I got this book as in the mail, or this deck. What's up, Abby? I got this deck in the mail and I'm really excited. So let's check it out. Gotta get a box cutter. If you know, you know. My favorite color is purple. Kind of the thing. Hot Pockets. Were you looking for a live? You guys, I'm not talking about any brands. I prefer the ocean, Talia. I love the ocean. Yes, they are essential. Flowers are totally essential. The particles of stardust from which our soul is woven, the numinous, is the unknowable essence of our being. I'm not usually up for the sunrise, so I prefer sunsets. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty, you guys. Wow. So The Numinous was a book written by Ruby Warrington, and Ruby Warrington's one of my favorite authors. So to the person that sent me this deck, thank you so much. Thank you so much, truly. Like, I appreciate the gifts that you guys send me. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my 6th deck. This is my 6th deck. Ooh, I like that you've been seeing 2222. It's okay, Koala. They can ask me that. I mean, it's just like a special number. I like to ask, chat what stuff like that means. The Snack Detective. I ask, Kayla asked, how do you decide which decks to use when you use them? I just ask. And I listen for the answer. Channeling. Do you like K-pop? You guys, I don't really like K-pop, but I like that song, which I recently learned was a K-pop song. So I don't read. I just like pull for fun. I dabble. Sometimes Spirit tells me I need to read for my clients, and I'll do that. No, I can't sing for you. I already got a bad girl warning. Thank you. The subs are here. I've just been letting people comment. Taurus. The bombshell. I do like Taurians. So Henry says that 222 is a sign you're on the right path and being guided. A reassurance that even if you can't see the how, the universe is orchestrating things in your favor. Big Taurus energy. Let's go. Let's go. Triple Taurus. Wow, Jess. Yeah, Tauruses. So this is what I have to say about Tauruses, you guys. The vibe is going to be good where they are. I love when my Taurus friends throw a party because the vibe is it. Earthy, practical, steadfast, productive, fertile, tactile, ample, worthy, ripe, pleasure-seeking, sensuous, blooming, solid, possessive, tenacious, loyal, patient, deliberate. Color rose, metal copper. Slow down. Dig your toes into the rich, moist soil. Feel the delicious weight of your body as each one of your five senses finds an anchor into the material world. It's beautiful. Oh, wow. We got another triple Taurus. Okay, here we go. Taurus. When you pull this card, so this is for everyone, right? When you pull this card, Taurus means it's time to get back to the basics of love and self-worth. What feels delicious right now? Confront any signs of scarcity mentality and explore what's holding you back from believing in life's endless buffet. Try to simply want what feels good to want and move toward it. This is a prime feasting energy, and you're asked to celebrate the sensual in all forms. Scents, sights, tastes, touches, and smells. You don't have to do anything at all right now. Simply lie back and appreciate the treats. A journal prompt, a list of luxurious experiences you can gift yourself every day. It's part of why I love my little treats from the coffee shop or fresh flowers. What's up, Artemis? I like some Bjork, but I don't think I've ever listened to that album. Yes, I do have a spirit guide, and I teach everyone how to connect to their own spirit guide here in this channeling chapter. I'm not a Taurus, I'm an Aries. I just drew the Taurus card. One of my subs sent me the deck by Ruby Warrington. So I pulled a card from it. I like her songs, Imogen Heap's songs. I don't really stream. But people say that like unknown caller was crazy. I still need to watch that. Yeah, so everyone, so this is it. Like, okay, this is another thing. So I mentioned this at the beginning of the live. And something, I was going to this woman who would clip me. I would go to her page and like unblock her so I can look at the comments. And people were, and luckily I left her unblocked and she blocked me. So now I can't do that because that was like self-punishment and not a good idea. But people were saying like, nobody loves Kendra more than Kendra. Yeah, that's the point of being here, is to love ourselves. I wish for every single person on this live for you to love yourself wholly and fully. Right? This is the point of living, is to love yourself. It is not a negative thing to love yourself. Your life will get so much better when you love yourself enough to not care what other people think, to do the things that make you feel good. Narcissists manipulate other people to serve them. People who love themselves do what's best for them. Mommy asked a great question. How do you get to the point where you're so kind to yourself? You do things that you want to do without worrying about other people and what they think. So that's the first one. You do things what you want to do. Other people can deal with it. You surround yourself only with people who are kind to you. That's a hard one, because that meant for me cutting out some family members. That meant for me ending friendships. That meant for me ending some professional relationships. That meant for me changing my life, because I realized that a lot of people around me were not nice. Right? And a lot of people around me were unhappy. Thank you, Mick. Okay? So people are unhappy. So like I remove unhappy people from my life. It's not to say people have to be like happy and positive and just so like with it all the time, but yeah. All right, let's see what people want to say. I'm so glad you guys resonated with that. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Lots of people did videos on me. Hey, Lala, what's up? All right, Sass says, feel your emotions. Yeah, so Zay, I adore you, right? So Zay says, those who are trying to shame you haven't reconciled their own shame within. Right. So this is what my friend was saying, right? Shame is an inside job. Shame is something that we can only feel ourselves. We cannot make other people feel shamed. I'm actually in the middle of listening to a book called So You've Been Publicly Shamed by John Ronson. And it's very interesting because like I'm still in the middle of it, but it's about like what I'm going through and other people. And he's essentially just saying like it's more about other people than it is about the person being shamed. The world is scary right now. That's right, Meredith. It is. And this is why I dropped my chapter. Because we all need God. We all need our guides. We all need the spirit realm. We need to channel. We need to commune with the divine. We do. And ADHDers especially are much more able, like easily to do that. Yeah, toxic positivity is rebranded as shame for your negative emotions. Yep. Yeah. Thank you, Smelly Cat. Smelly Cat, Smelly Cat. Yeah, I'll post some more. God actually is starting to tell me that I need to finish my story just to get it over with. So I think I'm going to do that. But I don't know when. I don't know when, but I will eventually. Okay, Meredith, I need to look at her, like read her podcast on shame too, or her TED Talk on shame, but I didn't know she had a podcast, so I'm going to do that right now, because talk about a woman who is publicly shamed. Talk about a woman who was in a position with a man of power who, instead of him getting the heat, she did. I was like 10 years old when all that went down. And I still remember so many people hated her. Just like a lot of people hate me. But unfortunately for them, I don't hate myself, so. We all owe Monica a huge apology. Yep. Ooh, it was so, okay. Didn't know she had a memoir too. Gonna have to read that. Reclaiming. Yeah. That's what I'm doing with myself, you guys. I'm reclaiming. Oh my God, she has great guests. Wow. Wow, incredible guests. Can't wait to listen. Yeah, unfortunately, we owe a lot of celebrity women apologies. Yeah. People are so mean to women. They're so mean to women. And you know who's the most mean to women? Other women. 90% of the people that come to my lives are women. No, Mommy says, did you watch the American Crime Impeachment series? It was so good. Shay Spark says Trump. Yeah, Trump is also very mean to women. Very. Yeah. It's so, like, it's so bad. It's so bad. I just, like, love the lip color. Thank you. It was a gift from one of my mutuals. She was so sweet. Yeah, just mute them. Let's see what else. Thanks, Chels. What's up, JJ? Let's see what else is here in the collective. Let's do some clearing, you guys. Let's do some clearing, okay? Cruelty or depression. There's just a lot of people that are depressed right now. Sending the depressed energy people some lightness and some love. Depression is heavy in the aura of this humanity right now, right? Yeah. Internalized misogyny, exactly. Women are more, they're more, they're more interested in upkeeping the status quo than actually changing things. Let me ask. These are the kind of things that I like to talk to the robots about. I'm like, yeah. Thank you, Charles. I'm like, all right. Yeah. Charles, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks, Donut Lord. I pulled a card from one of my new decks that a follower and a sub did me. Oops. Should have just, oh, it was just the book. Okay. Okay. So let's hear, I'm going to read you guys what Claude has to say about why women have been so cruel to me in all this. When you would think like they would be the ones that would say, believe women, right? Have you watched Real Housewives? I like Bravo, but I don't have TV or cable. So no. But a lot of the subs are Real Housewives stans. And I was just in Orange County. So apparently, like the Real Housewives of Orange County is like prime time. Thanks, Tartara. Hello from France. Thank you. I got in trouble earlier in the live for promoting a brand by showing people my rings, so I will not be saying where my glitter's from. But if you want to DM me, I'll tell you. It's also in one of my recent videos. Oh, Orange County is the OG. No wonder people like it so much. Okay. You guys ready? Claude has the good, yeah, I got in trouble. That's why there's only 275 people in here, is because it's not being recommended to people. But you know what? I have to trust that I have to trust that whoever's meant to be in this live will be in it, no matter what. I want to go to Greece. Okay. All right. Women's criticism of your story. So let me tell you, these women have been mean. These women have been mean. Lots of mean girls. Reminds me of like I'm back in middle school being bullied again for my ADHD-ness. Right? Likely stems from several psychological or social factors. Threat to safety beliefs. Your account challenges the assumption that professional relationships are inherently safe. Many women rely on believing that they can trust doctors, therapists, and other authority figures. Accepting your story would require confronting their own vulnerability in similar relationships. That's true. Maze. No, I gotta finish my story. Becky says society can't handle women speaking truth to power, especially other women, right? So then the other psychological factor is just world thinking, right? The belief that things happen to people who somehow deserve it or could have prevented it. Criticizing your choices or credibility allows them to maintain the illusion they could avoid similar exploitations through better decision making. That one's been big. Loretta, hi. Maria, what's up? I have a lot of mom time on weekends. What do you do to bond with your mom? We go like out for lunch or go to a yoga class. Thank you, KJ. Okay. Next psychological social factor, competition and judgment. Some women police other women's behavior around male attention or sexuality. Your account involves attraction and sexual content, which can trigger harsh judgment from women who've been taught to shame these experiences, right? So there's the shame again. There's the shame. Bryce, hi. Yeah, doing yoga is awesome. Oh, good. I'm glad you like my voice. The next one is internalized victim blaming, right? Many women have learned to blame themselves or other women for male misconduct rather than holding men accountable. Mommy, if you're still in here, there's the internalized misogyny. This represents absorbed cultural messages about women's responsibility for men's behavior. Oh, good, Mommy. I'm so glad. Jess asked, how do TikTok yoga classes work for your deluxe subscribers work? Do you just stream them? Yep, I just stream them. They're beginner friendly, but all levels yoga classes that I stream every Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. That's exactly it. And it's just for deluxe subscribers. The Snack Detective, thank you for the rose. That's so sweet. Wait, right. Okay, where women blame women for what men do. Yeah. Yeah. And then, right, fear of being discredited. Women who have experienced their own boundary violations may fear that supporting your account could invite similar scrutiny of their experiences or credibility. Oh, Mommy, I originally came for the chaos, but I stayed for the kindness. So many people have said that. So many people have said that. Yeah. Like, they were like, I came here to hate, but then I realized that you were actually kind of nice. Yeah. Avery, if you want to join my live, why don't you send me a DM and we can talk about what you want to talk about. All right, everybody, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I will most likely go live tomorrow, right? Part of my ADHD makes me a chaos goblin. Oh yeah. My story is a lot of chaos, you know? I know. You guys, God has started telling me today that I need to finish the story. So, I think I will, because it's just kind of like sitting there. So then if I like finish it, then I can keep it going. Thank you. Yeah, Schadenfreude is real. Right. Oh, sassy. Maybe. Yeah, no. Okay. So you guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. We'll do this over again. I just love going live and, yeah, just learning lessons along the way. All right, everyone. Good night.